Hey, good morning. It's Monday, December 11th, and this is Monday Morning Chats with Colin Work. I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing a video this week, um, uh, just because for anyone who may follow me on social media, I posted on Facebook yesterday that I'm having some health issues these last week and a half or so. But yeah, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna get up today. Usually I'll record these on a Friday, just so they're in the can and done, and I don't have to worry about it Monday morning. But I figured this week I'll just wait and see how I feel. But yeah, it's actually Monday morning. It's 5:25 in the morning. So here I am, doing a little vid for you guys here. So last week, I talked about the first comics that I ever bought. Uh, some of the books that really inspired me into comic book making now. This week, what I'm talking about is a creator who really inspired me when I first started looking at comics and comic book making and all that sort of stuff. And that man is Jeff Johnson. I first saw Jeff's work on this very series, Wonder Man, and it was issue number 1. I don't have it pictured here because I have it up on a frame on my wall because I got him to sign it when I met him in person for the first time in 2019 at Sask Expo in Saskatoon. Excuse me. I don't know what it was, just something just really captured me with his artwork. Just the movement in his figures, and it captured my young imagination. I knew nothing about Wonder Man at all. Excuse me. When I first picked up this series, I did know Beast though. I knew Beast from the X-Men, especially at this point. I want to say the X-Men cartoon was out January 92, so this would have came out late 1991. I knew Captain America. So yeah, but I didn't know anything about Wonder Man. And Jeff's artwork just captured my imagination, like I said. And it just looked so different than everything else that was on the shelf. Because you got to remember, like around this time, it was Image Comics was huge, but I hadn't got to that stage yet. I wasn't at that point where it was like, oh, boo, Marvel and DC, I love Image Comics and grittiness and weirdness and all that kind of stuff. That wasn't my vibe. I was still loving Marvel, I was still loving DC, and I still am. Just because I don't like weird indie stuff all the time doesn't mean that I'm some sort of a shill, Excuse me, drink a coffee there. But back in the day, when I saw Jeff's artwork, it was just like, yes, that's awesome. I loved it. Just like you look at this cover here. You got the recognizable Beast. Look at him before he became all a vicious killer like he is now, from what I read. Beast, Wonder Man, best buds, busting through a big explosion. Got some speed lines coming out, just bringing that action towards you. Such a good cover, just really captures that imagination. Got some old school little Captain Planet. This is actually, oh, Beast got hit in the head with a chimney. That's not good. I mean, he has to go to the hospital, I believe it is, in the next issue. Not good. Poor Beast. But yeah, like I said, Jeff's art really just really captured it for me. I mean, look at this cover, issue number 6. It's Wonder Man against all these like super powered, like stuffy suit and tie guys kind of idea. Real corporate heroes, villains, whatever they're supposed to be. I haven't read the series. It's in forever. What I would love, which I know is never going to happen, is I would love if they were to collect this in an omnibus form. But that's not going to happen because of another creator that's on this book who it's really too bad, to be honest, because this is some of Jeff's, like, some of his best works. I just love it. So yeah, and one of the crazy things is, like, there's the old saying, BMG music service. Kind of a Canadian Columbia House, basically, that everyone just stole money, not stole money, stole music from, because let's face it, who didn't? So yeah, what I was saying was one of the funny things, one of the sayings is, you never meet your heroes. Look how badass Wonder Man looks there. Like, a lot of people talk smack about Wonder Man, but when Jeff would draw him, like, look at him all in the shadows with the what is it? I don't remember what his power is called. I don't remember, but like his red eyes flaring, and that's just looks awesome. The white background really makes a pop. Hey, Simon was learning moves from Captain America. How not just to be just an enraged fighter, to like to actually do moves and actually fight. Oh, Beast is okay. Game Genie, these are awesome. But like I was saying, there's the old saying of you never meet your heroes, right? Because chances are they're probably going to disappoint you. Like, you've built up this image of them in your imagination, and if you do meet them, are they going to be what you thought they were going to be? Well, Jeff was one of the first pros to like on Facebook and stuff, how there's all these pros on Facebook, and you'll send them a friend request. Whether you get that accepted or not is here nor there. Jeff was one of the very first pros to accept a friend request from me. When I saw that he was on Facebook, it was like, oh, I gotta send him a friend request, because like, I love Jeff Johnson. I love his artwork. Like, he just seems like a stand-up dude. And I got to meet him in 2019. All I had out was Blackthorn number 0, number 1, and number 2 I had out. Yeah. Yes, I had number 2 out. I didn't have number 3 out yet. And he was a guest in Saskatoon at Sask Expo, as was I, that year. And I finally took the chance, like, okay, I'm gonna meet him. Like, this is one of the top level guys that really inspired me to want to become a comic book artist, like do comics. So I have to meet him. So I took my copy of Wonder Man number 1. I took it, asked him to sign it for me, and he did. And then he was busy doing some other stuff, which as that as anyone knows that a pro at a show, they're busy doing sketches and all that kind of stuff. And he told me, I'm gonna come by your table. I want to check out your stuff. Okay, great. Well, then he came by, looked through Blackthorn #1, and as anyone knows, Jeff is uh, a big fight scene artist. Like he's written books on how to draw fight scenes. So for him to look through Blackthorn #1 and compliment the fight scene and how clean it is and how very on point it was is just like putting a pin in it, and he was such a nice guy. And at the end of that weekend, Sunday night, we were on our way home because I had to work on Monday, and he wasn't leaving until Monday. And he came by the table to see if my wife and I, if we wanted to go with him and a couple of the other pros and, have a drink and stuff like that. And begrudgingly, I had to decline because, well, we were like taking off right from the show. But so next time, Jeff, if you're watching this next time, if you're in the area or if we're both working a show, we got to go get that drink. He is one of the absolute nicest human beings I've ever met. He's so gracious and humble, and he's just an overall just great person. And when I put out Dead Memories, let me grab it here. When I released this Dead Memories collection earlier this year, I sent Jeff a message. Like we talk on and off on like Facebook Messenger and stuff. And excuse me. So yeah, we talk on and off on Facebook Messenger, and I'll send him pages, like especially of fight scenes and stuff that I'm drawing, and just see what he thinks, and just stuff like that. And so I sent him a message asking him, would you be interested in writing a foreword for Dead Memories? Since, let's face it, he's one of the reasons why this is here. And he graciously accepted. And so, yeah, he wrote the foreword for me. And I wish I could just print this out on my table. And when people ask, what's Blackthorn about? What's it like at its core? Just read this. Just read what Jeff Johnson wrote about it. It's, thank you, Jeff, again. Like, it's definitely one of the highlights of all this comic book making stuff. I sound like a gushing little schoolgirl, but it was awesome. I love it. In fact, what I'd like to do is take that, make it into like a poster, and just put it up. So anyways, Wonder Man is really what, like, look at this double page spread. So good. Just plowy. Beetlejuice. You can really see that Jeff's art, like into issue #7, is really becoming like Jeff Johnson, like who he is today. Like, look at all this energy, look at all this just movement. All right in the old mug. I can't feel good. Right in the lips. So yeah, we got a couple other issues here that were pretty stunning on the rack. I remember seeing this one. This came out. Simon with his doppelganger from Infinity War. And just like, wow, that black and white with the red popping of the red. Oh, so good. Like I said, Jeff Johnson, amazing, amazing artist, amazing person. If I ever come into money, Jeff, I'm gonna get you to do something Blackthorn for me, because that would be like the highlight. Like I could just call it a career. That would be so good. But anyways, we'll wrap this guy up. Enough of me gushing over the man that is Jeff Johnson. All right, guys. So like, follow, subscribe. If you want more of Jeff Johnson and his work, I'll put a link below to his YouTube channel, the Original Drink and Draw Club, I believe it's called. You'll see the link. I'm not too good with channel names some days. Him and some other buddies, or I believe Dave Johnson's on that channel. Joe Quesada's on there quite often. So yeah, they just draw and have some drinks and shoot the shit. So you can like, follow, subscribe to them. You can like, follow, subscribe to this channel. All depending on how I'm feeling. Next Monday there will be new vid up. Let me know. What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear me gush over other artists, or do you want to see what I'm working on? The Blackthorn Christmas special is out now. You can pick it up on Amazon for the physical. You can pick it up on my Gumroad for the digital. I can throw those links below. Yeah, so that's about all I got. I'm starting work on Blackthorn Imperium Chapter 2. I don't remember what page it is. Page 8 or 9. Slowly working on that. I've been sleeping a lot lately, so so yeah, I don't know if I'll have new pages up on Patreon this week, just because of how I'm feeling. I'm going to see a cardiologist at some point this week, so we'll see what happens with that and with work, and everything's kind of up in the air right now. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me. Like I said, like, follow, subscribe, share these videos with your friends. I'd love to see that subscriber count go up. Not for the fact of, ooh, I gotta have all these subscribers or anything, but just because, I'm putting out vids for you guys. Like, I want to know you guys are checking out the content, see what you guys like. Just let me know. All right, so that's another Monday morning chat with Colin Work. I will catch you all later.